My name is Benjamin Hughs, and I've been teaching at Fairmont's Edgewood campus for 10 years now. This is my 11th year at Fairmont Edgewood. This was my first job coming out of college, and I've been teaching history and English ever since. I was excited to teach abroad for Fairmont. I was told about the position in early July, and this was going to be the first opportunity for me really to go to Asia. I've really never been past the Pacific Ocean, and yet I've been teaching about Asia for so many years. I thought this would be the best chance I would have to experience firsthand what China was all about, and specifically what Beijing was all about. So I was very excited about it. My job in Beijing was teaching United States history to a group of high school sophomores, juniors, and juniors. And one of the aspects of that I wanted to bring from Fairmont was a push towards critical thinking, but also just being an active participant in the classroom discussions and classrooms activities. When I worked with the students there, a lot of them weren't used to raising their hands and responding to questions from the teachers. So trying to bring them the American experience of education was one of my primary goals. As a lot of people know, I do a lot with the debate program at the middle school level, and so it was my experience, is my hope that I could work with the students on debate skills. And so at the end of my time there, we actually held a public debate. We invited every high school student at 21st Century, the high school I was working at. We invited all the students to come take part, and I actually had students whose primary language was Chinese. They were debating American social studies topics in English. And for me, that was a great thing, because so often it's so challenging to be speaking in another language and living in a different country, of course, but for these students to be able to debate in English a topic about American westward expansion, it was amazing, and a very nice, a nice thing to see that these students were capable of that. I learned a lot about myself in terms of being a foreign person in a place where the language is not familiar. I think that gave me a greater appreciation for a lot of the students to come here to Fairmont who might be new language learners. I think that gave me a greater sense of empathy for them, because most of the places I've ever visited, English was the primary language. So for me, I learned a lot of empathy. My first piece of advice is to take the opportunities when they come. Joining up with the program, it really wasn't a question of if I wanted to go to China. I did. There was some part of me that was a little bit nervous about attending, but sometimes you have to take that leap and go forward to find better things that might be on that other side. I'd never been to a different country by myself. Over 30 years old, I've never been to a different country by myself. And so for me, this was going to be a learning experience, but also something that I had to do. I had to do it to learn more about the world. And for the teachers that are going, take the opportunity, keep an open mind about different countries, and enjoy yourself, because it's an experience you won't forget.